Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Today is July 10th of 2020 and I am Carol Hickman, Chickstamper. It's so great to see you today. I'm glad to be here with you. I've got some beautiful projects to share with you from the Peony Garden Suite. The suite has just been amazing this week. It's been so fun to play with. It's gorgeous. And once I learned how to assemble the flower with the dies, I thought this is so much easier than it looks like, and I want to share that with you guys as well. So I don't want you to be afraid of the suite. It's super easy and makes gorgeous 3D flowers. Excuse me. So let's take care of a couple little things of housekeeping while all of our friends are signing on. Excuse me, let me get some water. Okay, a few reminders. It's July, so it's bonus days. And I apologize because that's probably backwards for you, but bonus days, remember, during this month, for the rest of the month, every $50 that you purchase in product, you will receive a coupon for a free $5 coupon code to be used in August. That you can redeem in August. So you'll get $5 off of the purchase in August. Again, for each $50 you spend this month. So you can accumulate them and use them all together next month. However you want to do it, great deal. So be sure that you get in on that. I always have a host code going. If you're ever wondering what is my current host code, if you go to my website, chick.stampinup.net, and you look under specials, that's where I log it and change it so that that has the current one in there. So if that helps you out, I'm happy to do that for you. Oh gosh, today's the last day, you guys. Last day to order this month's paper pumpkin. Are you a subscriber? I hope so. It's so fun. These kits are just getting better each month. This one is called the Summer Nights, and it also has a add-on kit that you can purchase for $10, and it's 24 card bases and 24 envelopes that are printed, decorated. So it's a great add-on to this kit. I don't have mine yet. They'll ship next week. But today's the last day to order it. You can subscribe. You can go to paperpumpkin.com, and when you're in there, it will ask who your demonstrator is. So you can put Carol Hickman. That'd be wonderful. Just a reminder that the last Wednesday of the month at 6 o'clock is when I do a Paper Pumpkin alternative Facebook Live. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you want to make sure you watch that on the last Wednesday of the month, or check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/chickstamper, and you'll see maybe some ideas. Maybe you want to make some alternatives with your kit. You always Stampin' Up! Puts the concept artists give us directions to make the kit in the way that they've done it, but it's fun to see what else you can do as well. So that's kind of what I do on that last Wednesday of the month. So Summer Nights, it's gorgeous. It looks like it has some of those little like tea light bags that you would put a battery tea light in to mark a walkway or something. So I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think it's going to be fun. Might be something that I could use at my upcoming retreat next month as well. So to kind of decorate at nighttime, might be fun. Okay, so I've been getting some emails and questions. September, unless you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order the new Stampin' cut and emboss machine in August. And for our customers, it will be available in September. Now, this is the regular size machine. The mini machine isn't quite ready yet, so I apologize for that. But it's going to be ready, hopefully, fingers crossed, this fall is what I've heard. So we'll see. Alrighty, and then if you want to get on my email list, I need you to text Chickstamper to 22828. And I think it asks you a couple questions, but that puts you on my constant contact email list, which is a private list. Doesn't get sold or anything like that. And so just put you on that list, and then whenever I send out a general email, you'll be sure to get that so you don't miss anything. Alrighty. So last week, do you remember last week we used the birds and blooms? This was part of the thank you gift. It's a gold mini pizza box. And then the card kits are in here. I've got 2 winners for these 2 packages. If you had ordered last weekend, your packages went out on Tuesday, I believe, maybe Wednesday, but they're out in the mail, so yours is coming. But these 2 winner packets I was able to draw 2 names with an app this morning that picks from the comments. And the random winners were Jocelyn Zimmerman and Cindy Dotson. Yay! Congratulations, ladies. Thanks so much for commenting. Remember, you can comment on this video thread on my Chickstamper page or on my Create with Carol group page on Facebook, or you can go to youtube.com/Chickstamper and comment below the video there. So that's where all of the comments come from that I pick from. So thank you, and thanks for those of you who shared. I really appreciate your love, you guys. That's just awesome. So thank you. Okay, so let me put those away. And today we're gonna look at this Peony Garden Suite. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna turn the camera down and make sure I can see you on my laptop as well. Alrighty, so hang tight here. Let's see how we're looking. Okay. Well, now I can see us here. Okay, so you guys look at this beautiful designer paper. Isn't it gorgeous? I think one of the things that's kind of fun about this Peony Garden Suite is it's simple. It only has 4 colors. So we have basic gray, gray granite, petal pink, and whisper white. So those 4 colors make up everything in this suite. Now, we can add some colors, of course, right? But these are the basic components to this whole big suite. So that just is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous paper. We're going to use some of that today, of course. The stamp set and the dies, look at these. First of all, so these dies, there are 17 dies in this set. And then these gorgeous stamp sets. So you can see that this large die here will match this stamped image. So you can stamp it and you can color it if you'd like. And then there's some leaf dies. This die right here matches this one. And I've been using this one on the thank you gift. So this die matches this flower. So isn't that pretty? But look at this. We have these 4 kind of funky dies. And I was kind of afraid, afraid of them at first. These are the dies that make up the beautiful flower. So we're going to talk more about those later on our second card. That's the card where I'm going to show you how to put the flower together. So these are the dies. You cut 1 of each die, and that you put them together to make 1 flower. So I'll show you that in a little bit. So the other dies we're going to use today are from the Hippo and Friends set because they're so cute. This set has 25 dies, but I wanted to use some of these gorgeous frames and things, so I'm using, there's 3 here. All 3 of these will be on our first card, I believe. I think we're going to do that one first. So this is from the Hippo and Friends, and it has a really cute hippo and a horse that you can turn into a unicorn. It's a fun set. Fun, fun. Okay, so if you're following along with the Peony Garden, it begins on page 82 of your catalog. And it's a gorgeous suite. So again, the stamp set and the dies, and then it has this really pretty Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. And we're going to use that today, so you'll get to see that a little bit more in action, as well as the elegant faceted gems we're going to use. And they're the petal pink in the middle. And then over here, they're clear, and then these have a white backing. So the clear, in the catalog, it looks kind of green, and so I thought that's what they were, but when you look closer, you realize they're clear, but the background in the catalog photo is green. So they will pick up whatever color is below them. So that's kind of cool because you can use them on anything. And then, let's see, we've got this gray granite shimmer ribbon. Isn't that pretty? So all of these come in this suite, along with the square vellum doilies. Remember, we used these a couple weeks ago and we sponged them to change the color. So that's from this suite. So we're gonna use those today as well. So now the suite is on back order, or actually I think maybe the back order unorderable, because this ribbon is on back order, I think, until August 4th. So it's, hopefully it'll come in sooner, but the embossing folder is on back order, I think, for a few more weeks, and maybe the gems, I can't remember. There were 3 things this morning. Oh, maybe the vellum. I don't remember, but there's a few things. But back order is okay. Back order means you can still order it, and Stampin' Up! Will ship it to you when it comes in. When it says that something's unorderable, that means so many are on back order that they've had to pull the item for a little bit until they come in. So shipping has gotten better with our suppliers and manufacturers, but still, everybody's still kind of having a tough time right now. Not everybody is fully staffed and things like that. So hopefully these products will be in soon for you. Okay. Oh, one more thing to show you. Let's see. Here's your thank you gift for this weekend. Isn't this cute? It's a little treat little bag, and it holds a couple Hershey Kisses. But I used this die cut for this Petal Pink piece. Sentiment piece is from that Hippo and Friends. It's another one from those dies. But the stamp, and then of course the peony flower here, I colored with some Stampin' Blends. And those are from our stamp set we're using today in this gorgeous gray ribbon. And then of course some of those embellishments as well. Elegant Faceted Gems, they're called. Isn't that cute? So this will be the thank you gift going out to everybody with all orders, as well as the thank you gifts, or the winners for next Friday, I should say. Okay. So thanks, you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you're ordering. Obviously, you know, there's still no in-person classes, so your ordering really kind of helps me and my business stay afloat, so I really appreciate you. Okay, today's cards. We are not making this card today, but I wanted to show it to you. My friend Jennifer, this was one of her swap cards that she sent me, but it uses the Peony stamp. And then this stamp here says, "Love and thanks to a dear friend," which is also one of the stamps in the set, and we'll be using that today. And she also used one of those cute vellum doilies. Isn't that pretty? I'm not sure if you can see, but this flower, she stamped it, and then it looks like she took some Wink of Stella, and she kind of took the ink and colored it a little bit that way, but it just left, let's see if you can see it, gorgeous shimmer on it. Anyway, I thought it was really cute, so I wanted to share that with you today. Okay, so our first card today uses that same stamp I just showed you, "Love and thanks to a dear friend." And this card I really like. It's pretty simple, but it's gorgeous. It has several layers, so that adds in the detail, and it has dimension. And I put in one of the doilies to give it a little bit more dimension as well. I've used the embossing folder. Let me get it a little closer. See if you can kind of see that. The embossing folder, those Hippo and Friend dies, the vellum. This is some of the gorgeous designer paper from this suite. So we're going to make this one first. Let me get my sample. Okay, let's take a peek. So I wanted to use the gray granite base. Remember that on here it shows the different colors that are in the suite. So basic gray, gray granite, and petal pink, and whisper white. So I decided to use gray granite. We're going to use that for both of our card bases today. It's just such a pretty color. It has almost I think, undertones of purple in it, or lavender, and so I think that's why I like it. So pretty. Okay, so I've got my card base in gray granite. Just a reminder, you guys, that all of the instructions and measurements will be on a free PDF to you today. It loads on my blog this afternoon, so you'll be able to have access to that and know exactly, because if I say something wrong, I feel bad, but I know the PDF is correct on all the measurements, okay? All right, so I've got a lot of pieces here. This is my inside piece, so I'm gonna put that to the side. I cut another Whisper White piece a little smaller than my inside piece because I wanted just a little bit of white showing behind this embossed piece of petal pink. Okay, so we can put this piece down. There we go. And we'll put this on the smaller piece. Again, I just like to leave a little edge. It's a little harder for me to cut this size, but in the long run, I decided it's worth it because it's so pretty. It just a little pop behind there I thought was nice. Okay, so here's our designer paper piece. And it looks like, if you're looking at this sample, that it goes on next. And I left a little bit of petal pink on the side just to kind of pop through there. It doesn't really matter how much, just a little. I just think it looks nice. Now we can put our square vellum doily down. And what I did is I just put it down, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right here in the middle where it will hide under the sentiment. Okay? It doesn't weigh anything hardly, so we don't need too much. But that's good enough. Again, it's not really a wrong or right where you place it, just wherever you think it looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to put a strip of ribbon around it. So let's get some adhesive on the back, and then I'll just wrap that ribbon right around. There we go. Running into things. But I want to put this ribbon over where this designer paper meets. And so I'm going to go on top of the vellum doily. You could do the doily on top of your ribbon, but I just decided to do something different and fun. Okay, so this is ready to go on our card base now. And I like how there's kind of a wide gray granite around the outside, the way that I sized and cut this top layer there. Okay, so that's a big part of it, right? So now we have these three beautiful pieces that I cut out in the gray granite, the petal pink, and then whisper white for our sentiment. So let me get stamp pad here to stamp on. And we're gonna use gray granite for the words, and then petal pink for that cute little flower. That's the same flower here that I used on our little thank you, the thank you gift that I made. So this sentiment says, "Love and thanks to a dear friend." Oh, well, let's see. Let's try it this way and see which one we like better. That one's a little better. Stamping upside down is not is not made for me. There we go. I stamped a little flower there. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to put these together. What I did is I put this top layer with dimensionals, and then the pink layer down flat, and then the gray granite layer down with dimensionals as well. So let's get some dimensionals here. And then we'll put this part together, and then we'll be able to get our little faceted gems on. So these just nest right on top of each other. I suppose I could have put the pink one down first before I made it lumpy. There we go. Okay, so this is just going to go right on top. So we're going to need some more dimensionals, and I'll just try to straddle that ribbon area. Okay, let's take a peek. And then this gorgeous ribbon, just gonna make a little bow. Remember in your kits that I send you, when you order the free kits you get, or if you win a kit, if there's a bow on your card, you guys, it's already tied. I tie them all. It's kind of relaxing and therapeutic for me, I guess. So I just sit there and I either watch something on my computer or TV or something, and I just go to town making up bows. Okay, so we'll use a little glue dot for that and put that on our card. Now here we go. Here's our faceted dots. And let's see if we can pick them up here. This time we used clear. We're gonna do that again, but I'm not sure. If I try to put one over that extra, I got a little dot of ink. If I try to put one over that, I bet it's still gonna show because they're clear, right? So, let's see. But maybe it'll kind of take away from it a little bit. Come back here. So you can put them wherever you'd like, just to give a little something to that card. What do you think? Do you like that? Pretty easy. And then what I did is I just used that same flower stamp that we used right here. That's what I used on the inside, as well as the envelope. Okay, so let's get this one. Get some adhesive on it. Okay. There we go, you guys. What do you think? Isn't that cute? I thought it was pretty. I wanted to kind of showcase all the different little pieces in that suite. So I hope you like that card today. Okay, my next card, I was going to talk about this when I still had the camera up, and I guess I forgot. My next card is a sympathy card. So I decided to make a sympathy card today because when you need a sympathy card, you really don't typically feel like making it, right? You're sad, you're grieving, and you go to your craft space and you think, oh, I have some sympathy cards already made. I'll find one that's just perfect to send to the family. And when you have a stash of them, it just seems to really help. So, and when you don't, it's like, oh, darn, I want to send it a nice card to show my love, and now I got to make one and I don't feel like it, kind of thing. So I want you to make a few sympathy cards to keep in your stash. I will tell you, the last few weeks I've lost a couple of my stamping friends, and as well as my sweet uncle this week. So I've actually needed several that I've sent out. But this card I designed to send to my aunt. And so I sent her one this week, and I thought, let's make this in class, and hopefully it will encourage you guys to make some to stash away. Hopefully you won't need them, of course, right? But it's just the kind of card that when you need it, you got to have it. So I wanted to share this with you, and you can see This uses that beautiful peony flower. So that's what we're gonna make today, okay? So let me get, let's see, here's our pieces for that. And here's, I used the large stamp for the envelope for this one and the inside. So we'll do that today as well. Okay, so I think maybe what we'll do first is make our flower. And then we'll get the bits and bobbles of the card out, okay? All right, so I showed you those 4 dies. This is the 4 pieces that those 4 dies cut out. These 4 pieces make up the peony flower, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do, if you're making this along with me, is we're gonna sponge and we're gonna use the petal pink ink, which is the exact same color as this cardstock, okay? So it's just gonna kind of highlight. And this is the big piece, so this is kind of on the outside, so we have to do everything on this one. So this kind of takes a little bit of time, but it's okay, because these cards are meant to show our love and send our love and hugs and blessings, right? To those we care about. So putting in a little extra love is just fine. Now on this one, and all of them, when they have this little slit here, we need to do the bottom and the front of that little slit. This back part, it doesn't matter because that won't show. Okay, so that's the big piece. That one takes the most. Now, we don't have to do the bottom of these next 3, but we need to do the top part. And sometimes when you're doing this, you think, oh, it's too much or maybe not enough. And you can always add some, but remember, you can't take it away. But when the flower is put together, it's okay. It won't, if you're a little heavy on one of them or you forget a little spot, it probably isn't gonna show. It's kind of an abstract thing. It just adds to it when it's all put together. So it's just fine. And so the thing is to remember these little slots because they're going to show. And then our last little piece. And the thing to remember when you're putting this together is you put it together kind of backwards. In my brain, it seems backwards, but you start with the smallest piece and you work your way to the biggest piece. That's going to help make it easier to put it together. Okay, so we've got our 4 pieces, right? Let's put them in order for you. That in order, there we go. Okay, so you can, if you are a liquid glue person, you might want to get out your liquid glue and use just a dab of that. I am so heavy-handed on everything. Liquid glue is not really my friend, but that's okay for you. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive right here on the bottom. It does not have to be much. And if you want liquid glue, you can put liquid glue, but I just put a little bit right there. So now I've got the smallest piece and the next to the smallest piece. And I'm gonna put this right inside this slot. And once I get it in there, I wanna show you what my goal is. See how there's this notch? Every single piece has that little notch. And that's the key. That is the huge, big secret. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide in this little piece. And then I wanna flip it over. See, it's not there yet. So I want it to match up. It has to be exact. That's how it works. So now you can see that they're exact. So the sides look kind of funny on the back. We don't care. Just don't even worry. I put the smallest piece into the next smallest, and that's where we're going. Now, a little bit of adhesive. We're gonna keep going, and now we're gonna pick up the 3rd largest. And we're gonna do the same thing. So we're just sliding in, and you kind of gotta check the back, because sometimes things get hung up, but that's okay. It's worth it in the end. And then let's check that we're all lined up. That looks good. and hold those together there. Now, obviously, if you're using liquid glue, you'll need to kind of hold it for a sec, huh? Okay, so on this one, I just want to put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom of this piece because now I'm at the end. This is my last one that I'm doing. So, doesn't take much adhesive, but it's going to go right inside. And again, I'm looking for that little tab so that I can line everything up. And when I line it up, it's going to look really awesome from the front. Look at that. That's it. Isn't that gorgeous? You did it. So, you can see from the card, I added 2 leaves. The dies, let me show you. There's leaf dies, and there's actually 3 sizes. These are the 2 that I used. And then there's these little squiggly things that kind of look like octopus or something, or octopi. And then this is the one that matches this one. So I cut out the leaves with these 2 in, with Pear Pizzazz paper. And then, soft seafoam for the light green. And then Pear Pizzazz, what I did to get those little squigglies is I used some of our adhesive sheets again. Remember the last few weeks I've been using those? So that I could cut out the squigglies to put on the leaves, and then they would already have adhesive on them and be like a sticker. So much with these dies. You can do so many things. Okay, so let's get those pieces out. So here's the 2 large leaves, I should say. And then I've got my little squiggly pieces that I put adhesive on. So let me just get my nail in there and get that adhesive off. And then I can put it on here. And then we'll do the same thing with this shape. And I just did 2 different ones just to kind of change it up. You could do the same leaf. Whatever you want to do. There's no wrong or right. But these adhesive sheets sure make it easy. Because, again, I'm not a liquid glue person, so it would we'd have liquid glue all over the place if I tried to do that on these. Okay, and then this little piece, it's hard to see, he's the little inside of the flower, and I cut him out of gray granite just because it coordinated with our card. If you're an actual flower buff, I apologize if this isn't quite right. And I'm just going to put a glue dot on it. I'm not really sure, but I thought it looked nice, so. Okay, so let's sneak this little piece right in. Right in here. There we go. Again, very abstract. Just kind of put them in there. And then these leaves, I just kind of put a glue dot on the end of each one and just put it something like that I thought would be cute. Okay. So back to our card base. This, I forgot to tell you, it says, "So sorry for your loss" on the front side. This is basic gray, this dark gray piece. So here's our pieces for the card. So again, a gray granite base, just like our first card. I like it when they all go together for the day. So all the cards that we make today do go together. So now we have this piece. I want to stamp our sentiment on it in the basic gray. So that's our darker gray. And the nice thing about this is we kind of have 4 options or 4 chances to stamp to where we like. So we can stamp here, and if we don't like it, we can stamp on this side because we can cover this end up with the with the paper and hide our stamp image. So let's see how I do on this one, Stampin' Upside Down. Hey, that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna close up that dark gray ink because we won't need that anymore. Alrighty, so then this pretty piece is just gonna go right here on the top part. And not sure directionally if it matters, but we'll put them that way. Okay, and I've got a strip of ribbon that's going to go across this piece just like this. So when I get the adhesive on the back, I'll be able to attach the ribbon and wrap it around. Okay, and now we're ready to put this right on our card base. And I've left that wide edge. I've been doing that a lot lately. You don't have to. You can make your dark gray piece bigger so that it goes closer to the edge of your card base. But I don't know why lately. I've just been really liking those, a wider edge around. But when it's your card, you get to do what you like. Okay, so now here's our pretty flower. Let's get some dimensionals on this. And I used the black dimensionals because I liked the way that the black, you know, kind of hides everything underneath. So I think maybe we'll just do some strips because that will kind of save us on time. Because this one kind of needs a few of them. Let's take a peek. Okay, now we'll peel these and put this on the card, and then we'll be ready for those embellishments. What do you think? I think it's pretty cute. If you have to make a sympathy card, for goodness sakes, it's a cute one. All right, so then I just used this large peony flower with the petal pink ink. And that's what I did the insert with, as well as the envelope. There we go. So what do you think about making this flower, you guys? I tell you, it's so much simpler than I originally thought it was going to be. And I'm glad that it's simple enough that I can share it on a video for you guys to help you, because the last thing I want is for you to order something and not use it because either you're not sure how it goes together, or, you know, sometimes I order something and it's like, oh, that's kind of scary. I want to stay away from it for a little while. But don't do that with this because you can get some really cute things. Okay, you can see I added 3 of the petal pink gems here, the faceted gems. So I did same as before, 1 big and 2 littles. There we go. Okay, again, if you've got to have, or if you need a sympathy card, make some all in one day and just stash them away until, heaven forbid, you actually need them, right? And then send something beautiful. It's just like sending a hug and a card. Let them know you're thinking of them. Okay, and here's maybe a better view. Here's our thank you gift. For this week, this cute little bag with the peony flower on it and the gems and the ribbon. I thought it was cute. It holds 2 Hershey Kisses that I hope don't melt. Okay, you guys, I'm going to bring you back up. Hi. Thanks you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate you. I'm just going to take a peek and see if Facebook will allow me to take a peek. Sometimes it will. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Kay. Hey, Carrie. And Christine. Hi. And Mary Lou. You guys are great. I so appreciate you taking a peek today and watching my video. Of course, I'll upload it to YouTube. It will be on my blog later today with your free tutorial. Don't forget, at chickstamper.com. If you need anything, need an order placed, be sure to go to chick.stampinup.net to do that. You can check out the host code under the specials link. And email me. If you need help putting in an order or you have questions about it, email me or send me a private message on Facebook. And you can email me at carol@chickstamper.com as well. So let's see, what have we got coming up, you guys? I hope you have a great weekend. Next week I'll be back. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm sure it'll be something fun, right? Because the catalog's so great. Of course it'll be fun. We'll find something cute to show you. And I can't wait. I hope to see you next Friday. And Jocelyn Zimmerman and Cindy Dotson, don't forget to message me your addresses, guys. So congratulations again, ladies. All right. I think it's time to say goodbye. I'll be back next week. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Love you all. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.